everyone. I'm Adam Brown, and this is Shell Point Today for Tuesday, November 24th. On today's show, Sheriff Mike Scott will give us some driving safety tips just in time for the holidays. And Gary Keating will offer some golfing tips before you take to the greens after a big holiday meal this week. Speaking of holidays, this is the time of year when we celebrate friends and family. So many have warm hearts and kind wishes for their fellow man, but unfortunately not everyone has the right spirit during this time of year. Scams and ripoffs can make for a very miserable holiday for those who fall prey to them. Recently, some residents have reported an IRS phone scam. So if you get a call from someone who claims to be with the IRS demanding money, simply hang up the phone. Don't talk to them or provide them with any information. You can report it to the call center at 454-2190. It's almost here, the time when many homes will be filled with the aroma of delicious meats and tasty treats. If you're craving a Thanksgiving feast but not planning to cook your own meal or spend the day at someone's home who is, then take note. You can enjoy the wonderful experience of a Thanksgiving holiday meal right here at Shell Point at one of our 3 dining options. First, you can start your day at the Island Cafe with a casual breakfast cooked to order and hot off the grill. You can also enjoy a light lunch instead of a traditional holiday meal, and there will be fresh baked pies available for takeout. The cafe is open from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. on Thursday. Also on the island at the Crystal, you can enjoy a festive Thanksgiving buffet for $27.95. Hand-carved roasted turkey with dressing, baked ham, salmon, herb-roasted chicken, and other holiday favorites will be provided for your feasting pleasure. Also on the buffet, a variety of vegetables, salad bar, and plenty of holiday desserts will be available to choose from. The Crystal will be open from 10:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Over at the Woodlands, you can celebrate your Thanksgiving at the Palm Grill from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. Menu options include traditional turkey dinners with all the trimmings, filet mignon, ham, or Florida grouper. Dinners include soup or salad with prices ranging from $23 to $29. You know, this time of year there is a lot of traffic on the highways. People are traveling from up north to visit family or migrating south for the winter. Others are out and about taking part in all of the shopping frenzy that sometimes accompanies this time of year. All this mix of motorists on our roads can increase risks and hazards, so it's important to take extra caution and pay attention. Here's Sheriff Mike Scott to give us a few driving tips to make things a little less hectic this season.
Hi, I'm Lee County Sheriff Mike Scott, and one thing that we need to talk about from time to time is just a simple reminder and a friendly reminder, frankly, about traffic safety. Driving on the roadways is a wonderful privilege and a wonderful convenience. However, it also remains a point of peril. Intersections. When the light turns green, it's a good idea to check and double check before proceeding. Unfortunately, people still tend to run red lights, and so you want to keep yourself safe at those intersections. Of course, we've heard it many times, but buckling up. The seatbelt really does save lives. In my career, I've worked so many crashes and seen unnecessary death and injury simply because the person didn't buckle up. We have to watch for distractions. The car is already a busy place, but with today's distractions with cell phones and all the fancy stereo systems, believe it or not, pets in the vehicle, we've seen that to be the case where the family pet is riding along and loose in the front seat with the driver can be a distraction. Food and drink. Every checkout line at every fast food place all day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, people are waiting to get their food, and in most cases, they're going to eat that on the road, and so they're juggling French fries or coffee or a bagel or what have you. The point here is to just be extra careful. We want to keep you safe, to enjoy a well-deserved retirement and a great life, but unfortunately that can stop very quickly on the roadways. And so traffic safety is a big thing with us at the Sheriff's Office. We also encourage you to report erratic driving. If you're on the roads and you can have a passenger jot down the tag of a vehicle or description, we take that very seriously as well. So again, watching for those distractions, making sure you're buckled up, making sure you're comfortable in your car, and remember that even though you're in control, others on the roadway may not be. All the more important for you to keep your eyes and ears wide open and stay safe on the roadways. I'm Lee County Sheriff Mike Scott. It's always an honor and a privilege to be with you here at Shell Point and on Shell Point Television. Be safe.
If you have friends coming to town, you'll definitely want to entertain them with a round of golf. Before grabbing your clubs and heading out to the green, you might want to take a few lessons from golf pro Gary Keating. What? You say there's no time for that? You're too busy? Okay, well then watch a couple of Gary's golfing tips first.
Hi, Gary Keating here at Shell Point Golf Club. We're back in the bunker again, so unfortunately we've been hitting some bad shots. So we need to kind of remedy these shots by getting this ball out of the bunker and on the putting surface. As you can see, I've got a rake laid down here. It's in the line with the hole I'm trying to use, or the target I'm looking for. We want the club to work straight back, straight forward. I'd say 99% of bad bunker shots are because as the club comes back, it comes too far on the inside. If it comes too far on the inside, the handle goes forward and the leading edge is exposed. I personally like the club to either go back on this line or just a shade on the outside. So I'll hit this shot and we can talk about my backswing. Once again, the most important thing, making sure my knees are nice and flexed. Don't move them. I don't really like to get in the bunkers and dig in. If we start digging in by kind of shaking the feet around, we become lower than what we started. So I'll come in the bunker, take my normal setup. I'll always take a kind of practice swing. I don't want to ground the club. Don't forget we're in a hazard, so we can't really touch the ground till we actually make our golf swing. So we'll make a good swing, then we'll make a bad swing. So the club, I want to work just on the outside, just a little bit, making sure we touch the ground. Okay? So we want to make sure the club works outside. Okay? You've noticed I've just hit a bad shot there. Let's go back to them legs we were talking about a little bit before. Okay? Notice my right knee moved. As soon as my right knee moves, we're going to get in front of the golf ball. So once again, we need to allow the club to catch up. If my right knee moves, the handle goes forward and we hit that thin shot we just hit. So let's remedy the problem we just had right there. So we're going to make sure that our legs don't move this time. Once again, we don't need any power here, but what we need is we need control. So the last shot, my right heel come off the ground, my right knee went forward, and we hit a bad shot. So once again, I need to make sure this stays on the ground, and we just need to pull it back and then hit down through the golf ball. Okay, the last shot we come down, my right knee went forward, the leading edge exposed. Unfortunately, we're going to hit it bad every time. All right, let's see if we can't redeem ourselves here. Staying still, pulling the club a little bit on the outside of the rake, hitting down through the ball. Much better. Now I've got a chance to make par. So when you're in the bunker, what I want you to watch, movement. Making sure the legs are as quiet as we can get. Don't forget, we need no power in the bunker. What we do need is control. Once again, legs quiet. And I like to feel from the hips down, I'm kind of stuck in mud, or my hips are not moving, my legs are not moving. It's more of an arm swing. Once again, we talked a little bit about the rocking chair in the previous clips of the bunker shots. Keep the legs still, you'll be fine. I hope this helps you. You can contact us at shellpointgolf.com. As you can see, we're on the putting surface here at Shell Point with this Platinum Paspalum putting surface. I've got 3 putters in my hands, obviously 3 different putters. And as you can see, this is what we call a heel balance putter. So if I set this down right here, you can see basically the club face looks down to the sky, okay, or down to the ground. We're going to look at a face balance putter in a second. So this is what we call a face balance. It's a shorter model. Okay, so if I balance this up again, you can see it's almost face balance. So if I move away, you can see the toes just sticking down a little bit. I'm going to show you a face balance putter right here, and you can see this one is absolutely perfectly balanced, okay? So if I can remove my finger, you can see it's perfectly balanced, okay? Now, the putter I've got in my hand is my personal putter right here, and it's the same putter that Matt Kuchar uses. You'll notice the new law has come this year, basically about a non-anchored putter. Before I was putting with the long putter, and I really putted very good with the putter. Now that long putter will be outlawed at the end of this year. So I'm looking for a different putter. So I'm trying this putter out right now, and you're gonna see it set up in a little different way. I do like this putter because of the mechanics. You know, when we putt bad, basically what happens is the hands manipulate, or the leading edge goes forward. This putter, you're gonna see it's gonna be locked into a certain position, and you'll see the hands will kind of stay stable. So the putter actually stays square through the impact position. So I'm going to show you how this putter sets up. So we set it up in a normal way. The only different thing is this shaft that runs up the left forearm. So I'm going to set it up so you can see it. So would you just putt it like normal? Once again, this is a lock position, and then we just putt normal. So as you can see, it stops any kind of manipulation, any kind of breakdown of the left arm. The difference with this putter, it's got a lot more loft and a lot more offset. Now the word offset is the shaft is basically, if we look at the club face for a second, you can see if I square this club face up, you can see the loft. So it's got a lot more loft, and you can see the angle of the shaft leans back towards the heel of the putter. The reason why is when we put the putter down in its address position, we have to forward push it or press it right here. And as you can see, it looks like my hands are way forward. If we didn't have that additional loft or we didn't have the additional offset of the putter, we would have it to where we would drive the putter into the ground. Okay, so as you can see, it looks like a normal putter right now. And you can see the manipulation of the hands, it doesn't break down. Okay, and as you can see, the club head is staying square. All right, let's put this thing into action. Let's see what happens here. We're going to try and make a couple putts. So once again, before I putt, I always like to take 2 or 3 practice swings, trying to once again feel the distance I need to hit the putter into the hole or make the correct speed. So we've got a couple little practice swings, set the putter right behind the ball, try and get it lined up nice and smooth, stay still. As you can see, we need to spend a little bit more time on this putting surface with it. We're going to try one more, but once again, I do like the mechanics of here. It doesn't really break down as much. So I think this putter is going to work for me if I can just stay still. Very good. But once again, I can feel less manipulation of the hands. Once again, the hands, we need to kind of stay still, steady. Breaking down the hands is where we get poor putting. Not only distance control, but pulling and pushing left and right. I hope this helps you. You can contact us at webpage at shellpointgolf.com. Thank you.
And now it's time to take a look at today's happenings, Academy news, menus, and Village Church connections.
Hello and welcome to the happening segment of ShellPoint TV. I'm Caitlin Van Scoy and I'm here with Bev Chanley, and we're going to let you know all of Tuesday's activities. We start at 7:15 with a Health Connections class, Bend, Breathe, and Balance. That's in the Health Club on the island. Round Robin Doubles Tennis will be at 8 o'clock at the tennis courts. And at 8:15, the Stamp Ministry will be in the Stamp Room in the Island Tunnel. At 8:30, we have Bocce at the Woodlands Bocce Court. And the Ladies Golf Association will be meeting at the ShellPoint Golf Club at 8:30. 9:15 is a time for open painting. That's in the art studio down in the Island Tunnel. At 9:30, we have match play mixed doubles tennis at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. And then we move to 10:15 for Through the Bible study group in the Osprey Room on the island. The Susie Q will head out at 10:15 to Grandma Dot's restaurant. You do need to sign up for that at the Island Greeters desk. Our last morning activity is at 11:45. Life Quest Living Healthy. That'll be in the Osprey Room on the island. Here's Bev to tell you all about our afternoon.
Thank you, Caitlin. We're going to start the afternoon today with Mixed Progressive Bridge. That's in the game room of the Woodlands at 12:30. And at 1:15, the Knitters group will be in the Osprey Room on the island. Also at 1:15, the Rollicking Recorderess will be down in the Tarpon Room. The Women's Ministries Prayer Group will be in the Hospitality Room of the Village Church at 1:15. At 1:30, we have a Health Connections class, Aqua Pilates Stretch. That's in the Life Quest Aquatic Center. The Stamp Ministry will be in the Sable Room of the Woodlands at 1:30. We have the Library Book Talk at the Social Center at 2:15. And that's followed by a 2:45 Health Connections class, Balance and Mobility Training Advanced. That's in the Health Club. It's currently full. Well, we thank you for tuning in today, and we will see you back here again tomorrow.
Hello, I'm Terry Kolath with your Academy information for Tuesday. At 9 o'clock, Russian Zostovo Folk Art continues in the Sable Room of the Woodlands. At 9:45, Travel the World Virtually continues in the Teaching Center on the island. At 10 o'clock, Mongols will take place in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands, and you can sign up right at the door. At 1:15, Math and Society continues in the Manatee Room on the island. And at 2 o'clock, Marriage, Equality, and the Church in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands for those who have signed up. Since it's Tuesday, I'd like to take just a moment to extend a thank you to our Pavilion Auxiliary volunteers and to say we're trying some new technology programs in our skilled nursing facility. If you're a resident who enjoys technology and would perhaps like to share your talent in the skilled nursing facility with our residents there receiving rehab or residents living on the 3rd floor, please give me a call.
Menus for Tuesday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is beef stroganoff over egg noodles and roasted beets. The dinner special is the carved turkey buffet for $13.95, and the soup of the day is navy bean. In the Island Cafe for lunch, the special is a bacon avocado jack burger with fries for $7.75. The dinner special is a grilled pork chop with roasted potatoes and fresh broccoli for $8.75. Dinner specials in the Palm Grill are California chicken for $14.95 or fried oysters for $16.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Hi, I'm Randy Woods. It's a privilege to serve as the Minister of Worship and Music here at the Village Church at Shell Point. And again this year, I'm privileged to talk to you about our Season of Praise concert series. As in the past, this year we will continue to present some outstanding inspirational concerts and programs throughout the season. The first one is just right around the corner as we celebrate Christmas with C.S. Lewis. On Sunday evening, December 5th, you'll want to come out as actor David Payne comes all the way from England as he's touring the United States in this one-man presentation, a dramatic portrayal of C.S. Lewis. You'll enjoy the conversation, such as what you'll hear right in this video clip.
His opening remarks with these words: "The world does not exist, England does not exist, Oxford does not exist, and I am quite sure I do not exist." And I got up and I said, I feel very silly replying to a man who's not there. So I leaned forward and kissed her full on the lips. And when I had finished kissing her, I said, goodness gracious, I have not kissed a woman like that in over 30 years. I can tell, she said.
Be sure to come and join us for Christmas with C.S. Lewis on December 5th. And then as we start the new year, the tradition has been to have Tim Zimmerman and the King's Brass. And again this season in January, we will welcome the King's Brass here to the Village Church. You'll not want to miss the music. It has such variety between the toe tapping and those moments of awe as the brass players and the organ swell to a grand crescendo and expressions of praise. And this year we'll be pleased to have some of our own residents participate in the concert as well. And then in March, there are 2 concerts, the Indiana Wesleyan University Chorale. And what a great opportunity it is to welcome the energy, the zeal of youth right back to the church and to share in their ministry of song. As the choir in the past has been with us, I know again this season you'll enjoy the diversity of their program and the excellence of their music as they share with us in March. In Easter, we're looking forward to having Rachel Park with us. Rachel is a phenomenal musician as a pianist and an organist. As she's finishing her doctorate program this season, she'll be presenting a solo recital. She had been with us in January with the King's Brass as their accompanist, but now as a pianist and an organist, she will share in our Easter celebration, playing for the Sunday morning service as well as a Sunday night solo concert on Easter Sunday. And then we conclude the Season of Praise concert series in April with Tenore, which is a 3-tenor male ensemble. Very unique and certainly winning a lot of awards. These young men serve in churches throughout the country as worship leaders, as soloists, and they combine their hearts, their talents, their voices for a special concert in April. The season of praise continues with these exceptional opportunities for us to gather and worship to celebrate God's goodness through the arts. So I trust that you'll get your tickets and join us. You can come to the church and get your tickets right here at the church during regular office hours, or you can go online at shellpoint.org/SOP for Season of Praise. There's a brochure available at the church as well as the Activity Center. You can get your copy, but be sure to get tickets. $10 per person for each of those concerts, and we look forward to seeing you throughout the season as we share in this celebration of praise unto the Lord.
Thanks for joining us on today's program. On tomorrow's show, Don Bourne will talk to us about the Southwest Florida Symphony Series. And Jack Bevan of Parkwood will speak with Jeff Corey about the Legacy Luncheon coming up on December 3rd. Until then, this has been Shell Point Today for Tuesday, November 24th. I'm Adam Brown, and on behalf of everyone here at Shell Point TV, we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.